lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling, I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago. Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, fuck everybody, just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost.
Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up, really gon' rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Good morning, everybody. Okay, I'm already sitting here crying, so it's gonna be an emotional morning. I don't know what's going on with me. Anyway, good morning. Let me get to the top. Ugh. Okay. Good morning, PR and Goblin. Good morning, Lilith. Good morning, Sassy. Let's see. I think that might be all this morning. Is that it? Sorry, I was just... Good morning, Patty. Hugs, girlfriend. Good morning, Fadnama. I'm a mess, y'all. Good morning, Hobbs. Good morning, Shenanigans. Good morning, Jarella. Good morning, Bella. All right, there we go. Hello, Bella and Jarella. Hey, that rhymed. Guys, I just have to start out. I'm like super emotional today, and I don't know why. But anywho, I just want to tell you guys how much I very, very, very much appreciate you. Good morning, Bankruptcy Department. I appreciate you guys so much. I've really been struggling the last few months, and I just want to thank you guys for continuing to be supportive. Thank you, PR. I love you guys too. Okay. Enough with the tears this morning. So we're going to talk about, first we're going to cover, has anybody been following the Carly Russell case? Hi, Lisa. Bella, I think so. It's been like every other month. So I'm hoping. I've done my time. Good morning, Diamond Girl. Yeah, really, Jarella? Goblins too. It's a mess, right? Okay, so for anybody that hasn't been following it, Carly Russell, she claimed, all right, how do I even start? So she called 911 saying that there was a toddler on the side of the highway. She was pulling over and she was watching the toddler while she was on 911, supposedly, which was really weird because she never got out of her car. 911 kept asking her, "Are you out of the car?" Like they wanted her to go to the child. And through the call, she never went to the child. She just said she was keeping an eye on the child. So anyway, when the cops got there, her phone, her wig, her purse, everything was left. There was no sign of her, no sign of a toddler. Good morning, Hannibal. Good morning, Pink Warrior. Right? It's everywhere, Pink Warrior. Okay, so, hold on. Let me see what Shenanigans said. It's late as hell over here, depending on your way of looking at things. I'm an insomniac, so I might pass out. That's okay. I do it all the time. I fell asleep to Kaya last night. I saw one report about how a minute or two was missing from the video, like the most important minute. Really? I'm like sitting here wondering how they even got a video, because it's the highway. Like, are there cameras all up and down the highways now? I mean, not that I'm against that, because I think in this day and age, with everybody having Ring doorbell, cameras and all that, I think that's helped tremendously solve a lot of crimes. So I'm not against it. Just, I would think that would cost buku bucks. So, so then it became a missing persons case for Carly Russell, and they were still trying to figure out the part about the child. They had not gotten any calls from anybody else about reporting a child on the highway, just the one from Carly. So after she called 911, she called her brother's girlfriend and was on the phone with her. And while she was on the phone with her, she screamed and the phone cut off, and they didn't know where she was or whatever. 2 days later, she showed up at her home. So now the question is whether or not this was all true. Supposedly, she said that somebody came out of the woods, that basically they used the toddler to lure her. And once she, pulled over and everything, somebody grabbed her and dragged her into the woods and took her. Many cars passed there and no baby reported by any of the other cars. Exactly. I will not subject you to any roll tides. Yeah, it's crazy. So, then I heard that she was not cooperating anymore with law enforcement. She wouldn't talk to law enforcement anymore. So, I mean, in my opinion, that looks really bad. Like, if you were actually kidnapped, you're going to talk to law enforcement. You're going to want that person caught. You're going to want to, get that person behind bars. You're going to be afraid for them to be out on the street. None of that. She stopped talking. Good morning, Becca Boo. There's a huge neighborhood right on the other side of those woods she could have easily walked to. That's not a scenario where people come out of the woods alive. You might have said this already, and I'm sorry if you have, but what state did this Alabama? Was it Alabama? Goblin? Is that where y'all are? The spot where she pulled over is a mile from her mom's house if you cut through the woods. Wow. So she was only like a mile from home. And I think, it's such a shame, because like I had seen one YouTuber was saying, how sad it is too, because, you always, good morning, Experience. Right? Experience. See, that's what that's kind of what shocked me, is that the mom and dad were going along with it. Her workplace is investigating her for embezzlement. Right. And then it came out that day she got caught stealing from work. God bless you too, Experience. Goblin. Yeah, so that day apparently that she did all this, she got caught stealing from work. So I can't even wrap my head around what would be the reasoning to fake something like this. I mean, if you're missing, you're not getting the attention, then you come back. And not only that, but guys, do people not think when they use their cell phones and commit a crime? Like, how many times do you have to see criminals basically get caught because there's evidence, on their phones? I don't understand. Like, criminals aren't even smart. My dad's family is from Alabama, and I lived there for a year or so when he was stationed there. She was Googling how to steal money from a register without getting caught. I saw that, Goblin. Good morning, Harley. Oh, it's so good to see you. I miss you. You have a good day at work. Thank you for stopping in. I miss you. Her mother gonna come up with another lie that Carly attempted a suicide by the highway but fought against her inner demon. That's why she said in the interview her daughter fought mentally. Remember? Yes, I do remember. When my husband was in private practice, he used to take indigent cases, court appointed cases. People are extremely stupid. Didn't she do it? I don't know, shenanigans. I mean, it sounds to me like she was, looking for attention from somebody. So it would make sense because then while she was, because she supposedly had the boyfriend blocked, while she was missing, she unblocked him. In my main Discord, we have a true crime room with Goblin's Guide to a Better Crime. And rule 4 is turn off the location function. Oh, be glad, Harley. You know things don't often change with her. Apparently, she was also flunking. Yes, I heard that too. But then I also heard that she graduated. So this is true, Bella. Look at Natter and Chantel. Most criminals are not masterminds. They're stupid and lazy. The ex-boyfriend has since deleted all her pictures from his Insta, as well as all posts related to her disappearance. I want to start a diaper busing and call it Carly's Diapers. Buy from me, support me, buy a bicycle for my toddler so he can go play by the freeway at night when I go to sleep. She graduated with a BA in psych and was oh, okay. My husband had a client who tried to sell drugs to another person while in the courtroom in his hearing. Oh my gosh, Jarella. That's crazy. So the police did a press conference on the case yesterday, so we're going to watch that first. And then it was so funny because Goblin and I were talking in Discord, and she was telling me that Christina Randall has been covered, and I was like, I always watch Christina Randall. I love her. I hate the intro. I hate her intro to her channel. I don't know what it is, but I have to like mute it until the intro's over. But I absolutely love her channel, and I watch it for all types of true crime. So after show us the blazer, Goblin. So after we watch the press conference, we will watch Christina's take on it. Let me get it up. Okay, hopefully I don't get copyright for showing this press conference.
ESKLEBA. With who?
And Goblin would like me. What program did I use to make my intro? I use Movavi, Movavi editor, and then I also use Clipchamp, which is Clipchamp is kind of nice, and it's a free Microsoft one if you have like a Windows computer. I just started using that in the past few months, and I like it. Hi, Shar. Good morning. I was so pissed because I'm from Boston, and I offered and almost traveled to Alabama to join the search for her, but thank God she got exposed, or it would have been a waste. Wow, that was super nice, though, experience. Morning, Brandy. Oh, good luck at the doctor's, honey. I have, if anybody, up on the top, I have it going across on the ticker. If anybody would like to support Brandy in her transplant, I should say transplants, her Venmo is up at the top of the chat. This was all, I can only imagine because it's been all over everywhere online, Jarella. So being in the area, I would imagine it's like totally taking over your local news. Okay, sorry. Anyway, Goblin would like me to point out this beautiful mauve blazer.
Hoover Police Department. Joining me at the podium today will be Hoover Mayor Frank Brocato, spelled Brocato, and Hoover Police Chief Nick Derzis, spelled Derzis. You may also hear from Lieutenant Daniel Lowe, spelled Lowe, of the Hoover Police Investigations Division. Mayor Brocato will make a brief opening statement, and then Chief Derzis will read a prepared statement. After Chief's statement is complete, there will...
I saw somewhere too, I don't know, maybe Jarella or Goblin, maybe you saw it or heard it. There was I don't even remember because I was researching stuff this morning. I'm not sure if it was a video, if it was an article, but somebody was saying how 2 firefighters were injured or passed or something in a during while she was gone, like, basically how she was using all these resources, law enforcement and everything, and other stuff was happening at the time, and she got all this attention, and whereas other disasters and stuff, took a back seat, and hers was not even true. Jarella. Is that dude in the blazer Biden's brother? If she faked this, and I think she did, they should lock her away and sue her for the... Right. I totally agree. Shar, do you know who... have you been following the case at all? Do you know what... what the 911 call was and all that, or do you need a recap from the beginning with her? Oh, you're in my thoughts and prayers, Brandy. I love you. Let me know how it goes. Okay, so just a quick recap. So she was driving along the highway and she called 911 saying that there was a toddler on the side of the highway. And so she pulled over while she was on the phone with 911. She didn't get out of the car, and the lady on when she called 911, I think was kind of like, "Why aren't you getting out of your car?" She was just supposedly watching the toddler from her car. But by the time police got there, she was gone. Her phone was there, her purse was there, her wig was there, but she was not. So she was missing for 2 days. And then 48 hours after she went missing, she showed up at her parents'.
Will be an opportunity to ask a few questions regarding this investigation. Keep in mind that this is still an ongoing investigation, so there may be some questions that we cannot answer. With that, I will turn it over to Mayor Brocato.
Thank you and good afternoon.
Good morning, Summer. It's great to see you.
Coming today. 6 days ago, our community learned about the disappearance of Carly Russell, and it sent fear and pandemonium not just through our city, but the entire state and the nation as well. The media quickly joined us to get the word out about Carly.
Didn't she pick up, yeah, Becca, and didn't she pick up, good morning, Becca, did I say good morning to you? Good morning, Big Petty. Didn't she pick up dinner too? Wasn't she picking up dinner? I thought she was picking up dinner for her family. Maybe it was just for her. I'd go missing for some extra toasty Cheez-Its. Why leave your wig? I think to make it look like a struggle, I guess. I wonder what goes through some... Right? And it never ceases to amaze me how stupid they are. Like her searches. She searched things on her phone like how to steal from a register, a cash register. And like it just... She's... I don't know. Criminal stupidity just like really floors me sometimes. Yes, she picked up dinner and went to Target. Who kidnaps themselves with snacks, though? Who kidnaps themselves, period. She lied, period. I agree.
Our community sprung into action, and they organized search parties, arranged prayer vigils, and they took other steps that I'm not even aware of to help in this situation. The Hoover Police Department quickly rallied
Good morning,
multiple
Glam.
partner agencies, stopping at nothing to find Carly. I'd like to take this time to say thank you first to the Hoover Police Department, our partner agencies, our wonderful community, and to all those that aided in some way in connection with this situation. As the days have gone on and more information has been shared, we know everyone has questions. The Hoover Police Department is known for being very methodical and thorough.
Yes, Becca, can you imagine what her parents were going through? So I'm like, I have mixed feelings when it comes to the mom and dad because I can't imagine what they were going through for that 48 hours. That was, that's their little girl. Um, and I think it's extremely selfish on so many levels, to the people that care about her, to law enforcement, to people that need law enforcement, and, you're tying up all their resources
with their investigations. For that reason, we did not feel comfortable speaking in detail publicly until now. It is important that we share this information now so that our community can be put at ease. So at this time, I'll turn the microphone over to Hoover Police Chief Nick.
Right, Jarella. And that's what I mean, that's obviously what I was thinking. I think a lot of people were thinking that. And that's such a scary thing today. Like, you guys know, we have another trip coming up. I'm like so overprotective when it comes to like my daughter out in public and stuff because that scares the living crap out of me.
Nick Dursis. Thank you.
I think she should be, Shar, but I don't know. It doesn't
Thank everyone
sound
for
like
being here
it.
today. Besides me stands the team who played a significant role in this investigation. I want to thank our department, members of surrounding local law enforcement agencies, the FBI, Secret Service, the United States Marshals, and ALEA for their assistance in this case. We said from the evening of July 13th, our focus would be the safe return of Carly Russell. That occurred on Saturday, July 15th, approximately 49 hours after she called 911 and disappeared. From that point,
Hi,
our
Grateful
focus
Life.
has been to
Good
determine
morning.
Carly's whereabouts during that time and what exactly took place. Let me say up front, this investigation is not over. We're still working this case, and we'll work in this case until we uncover every piece of evidence that helps us account for the 49 hours that Carly Russell was missing. However, through the public interest, and in some cases, public fear, that this story has generated, we owe it to our citizens to tell them the facts that we have uncovered. So I will give you the facts that we know today. On July 13th, at approximately 8:20 p.m., Carly left work from a business at the Summit. Surveillance video from her place of employment shows Carly concealed a dark-colored bathrobe, a roll of toilet paper, and other items belonging to the business prior to her departure. She ordered food from Taziki's at the Colonnade.
So that sounds like she was planning it. Let me, get comfy for my hotel stay.
And traveled there. She then traveled to Target on 280, where she purchased some granola bars and Cheez-Its. From there, she remained in the parking lot
See,
at that shopping center.
that's why I think it got, such huge media coverage too, Becca Boo. Oh, I know what I was saying. So I was watching, just briefly, I had seen a video and it was a black woman saying how, and this has been said for a long time and I've been paying attention to it. And she's right that, usually the ones that get all the coverage when they go missing are white children. And she, this woman said, finally, a black woman is missing and there's actually coverage, a lot of media coverage to find her. And then it ends up being a hoax. Like, that's awful.
Until 9:21 p.m. when she drove to I-459. Carly communicated on her cell phone with individuals known to her while on her path of travel up to the point
morning,
of calling
Dax.
911 at 9:34 p.m. And at this time, we will play the 911 call in its entirety.
Sympathetic white girls, yeah. Well, even the boys. Look at some of the boys this past year that the cases went crazy, like Cash Gernon and Gannon Stock and I can't think right now, Michael Vaughn. Thank you, Glam. Good morning, Irma.
Hi, Like, I am on Interstate 459, and there is a kid just walking by themselves.
Oh, hold on. Where on 459 are you?
I'm right next.
The only thing I found odd being that it was a fake call or allegedly a fake call. I found it odd that she decided to stay in her car and not go to the quote unquote child.
To the exit 10 by the Hoover like to get off by the Hoover.
Okay, so you're before that exit?
Yes.
Okay, and were you headed southbound or northbound? Like towards Tuscaloosa or towards 280?
Towards Tuscaloosa.
Okay, and was the child on the left or right side?
On the right side.
Were they walking northbound or southbound?
They're walking towards Tuscaloosa.
Walking southbound? Or how old did they look?
Like a toddler, like maybe like 3 or 4.
Did you pull over with them? Are you still with them?
Yes.
Okay, are you with the child right now?
No, I'm not. I didn't get out of the car. I can see them though.
Do you mind staying and keeping an eye on them until we get there?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay, what kind of car are you in?
I'm in a red Mercedes-Benz.
Is that a sedan or SUV?
SUV. I mean, it's a sedan. Sorry.
Can you put your hazards on for me?
Yeah, they're on.
Okay. Did you talk to the child at all, or did you say anything to them?
No.
Okay.
No.
Do they look like they're injured?
No, they don't.
Are they white?
There's reports, Lilith, that she may have been trying to make her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend jealous. Apparently she had him blocked on her phone. I don't know how they can tell this, but she had him blocked on her phone, and while she was missing, she unblocked him. And he had like posts out everywhere on social media looking for her, and apparently now all of those posts have been taken down.
Hispanic or Asian?
They're white.
Okay. Is it male or female?
I think it's a boy, a little boy.
White male? Okay. So is he wearing clothes?
Yes.
Okay.
We don't think there was a kid at all. I think the entire thing was a hoax, in my opinion. But I think the police are thinking that too.
What is he wearing?
It's a white t-shirt, and it doesn't look like he has any pants on. It looks like a diaper.
And you don't see any cars anywhere?
No cars anywhere.
Sassy, that's exactly what I was thinking. You know, she's got like a degree. She's working on her second degree. This is a professional person. And I was telling Goblin this morning. As soon as this story broke, I had watched an interrogation, and maybe you remember, Lilith, because I want to say we watched it in Discord, but I might have watched it on my own. But I remember watching an interrogation video with a woman that was a lawyer, and she had unalived somebody. So I remember thinking to myself during that video, like, and you could totally tell, like, this woman had like a psychotic break. And I remember thinking to myself, mental illness does not discriminate. Like, it doesn't matter if you're a professional. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. Like, mental illness does not discriminate. And I always feel like when people do something like this, they may not be insane. Like, I think an insanity plea is out the window because I feel like she planned it. I feel like that's why she took what she took from work and whatever. But I just always, like, wonder what has to go through their mind to do something like this. And if you're that desperate for attention that you would resort to things like this, I'm sorry, but for me, that there's mental illness somewhere. Not, like, I feel like no normal person does this kind of stuff.
Okay. All right. What's your name?
My name is Carly Russell.
Yes,
And
shenanigans.
you don't see any
Yes,
individual shots from where you're
perfectly
at,
said.
correct?
No, but I can't really see them that good.
Okay. Try to keep an eye on them for the best you can, because I don't want you to lose track of them.
Okay.
All right. And do they have shoes on?
No,
Oh, she-
not that I can see. I can't really see.
Hi,
that well.
Ruthie. Good morning.
Okay. All right. I've got them on the way, okay? Just try to keep an eye on them, but officers are on the way, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Good morning,
Carly called a
last
relative
nerve.
after speaking with a 911 operator. She went missing during that conversation sometime after 9:36 p.m. Traffic camera footage.
So after she called 911, she called her brother's girlfriend, and told her the same story, but while she was on the phone with the brother's girlfriend, there was a scream, and then the phone went dead.
It was obtained which depicted this portion of the incident, and that footage was analyzed as part of the investigation in conjunction
Right,
with the
Jarrella.
911 call and cell phone data to accurately determine the time frame. Carly's 911 call remains the only report of a child on the interstate, despite numerous vehicles passing through the area at that time. No one has called to report that a child is missing, and the Hoover Police Department did not locate any evidence of a small child walking down the interstate. Data from Carly's phone, including her Life 360 app, shows that she traveled approximately 600 yards in her vehicle while she was on the phone with 911, stating that she was following a child. 600 yards. That is 6 football fields straight, 600 yards. The Hoover 911 Center received a second call from Carly's mother, stating that a relative was on the phone with her when they heard Carly scream, and then they had an open phone line. Hoover police officers arrived on the scene within 5 minutes of being dispatched, and several other officers arrived shortly. They located Carly's wig and cell phone in the grass near the vehicle. Her purse was located in the front seat of her vehicle with her Apple Watch in the purse. The food she ordered for Tzatziki's was also in the car. The items she purchased from Target, as well as the items taken from her place of employment, were not in the vehicle, nor were they located anywhere around the scene. Hoover police deployed all available assets from the point in search for Carly. Additional resources were called in to include our own drone unit, crime scene investigators. Numerous detectives responded to the scene. Throughout the day Friday, officers from surrounded local and federal agencies assisted Hoover police in the search for Carly Russell. Officers returned to the scene on 459 to conduct a thorough line search.
Right, Becca, but am I the only one that thought it was so odd that she stayed in the car? And now I guess it makes more sense because it's allegedly a hoax. It makes more sense. If that were really a child, I would not be staying in the car. I would be getting up, scooping that child up, putting him in my car, and waiting for the police to come.
Search for evidence. K-9 teams from the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department responded to check for any sign of Carly, the child that she claimed to see, and anything else that could be considered evidence in this case. Those searches all turned up empty. Private citizens, including search parties organized by her family, friends, began looking everywhere that they could to find any trace. These searches took place throughout the day Friday and again on Saturday, yielding nothing. At 10:44 p.m. on July 15th, the Hoover 911 Center receives a call from Carly's residence stating that she returned home on foot. In subsequent investigations, detectives obtained surveillance footage of Carly walking down the sidewalk alone prior to arrival at her residence. She was conscious and speaking with paramedics when she was transported to UAB. Detectives were able to obtain a brief.
I don't think they knew she wasn't missing, Sasse, because they did not a press conference. They did an interview, I believe it was on Today. Not today as in this day, but the show Today, the morning show. And the mom was saying how she had to fight physically and emotionally for her life.
Brief statement from her prior to being treated and released. During the statement, she told detectives that while traveling down the interstate, she saw a baby walking down the side of the road and called 911. She stated when she got out of her vehicle to check on the child, a man came out of the trees and mumbled that he was checking on the baby. She claimed that the man then picked her up and she screamed. She stated he then made her go over a fence. She claims he then forced her into a car, and the next thing she remembers is being in the trailer of an 18-wheeler. She stated the male was with a female. However, she never saw the female, only hearing her voice. She also told detectives she could hear a baby crying. She told detectives the male had orange hair with a big bald spot on.
That's a good point, Bella. Her having a psych degree will be a strike against her because she knows what to do to fake insanity. That's interesting.
Back. She
Good
said
morning,
she was able to
Meow.
escape the 18-wheeler and fled on foot, only to be captured again and then was put in a car. She claimed she was then blindfolded but was not tied up because the captor said they did not want to leave impressions on her wrists. She said that they took her into a house and made her get undressed. She believes they took pictures of her, but she does not remember them having any physical or sexual contact. She stated the next day she woke up and was fed cheese crackers by the female. She said the woman also played with her hair, could not remember anything else. At some point, she was put back in a vehicle she claims was able to escape while it was in the West Hoover area. She told detectives she ran through lots of woods until she came out near her residence. During this interview, detectives noted that Carly had a small injury to her lip, and she claimed that her head was hurting. She also had a tear on her shirt. Detectives also noted that she had $107 cash in her right sock. Out of respect for Carly and her family, Detectives did not press for additional information in this interview.
I agree, Petty.
They plans to speak with her in detail after giving her time to rest.
Good point, meow. But her hair was on the highway, I thought. How did the woman play with her hair?
Detectives continue analyzing data from Carly's cell phone that was left behind at the scene. We enlisted the help of the United States Secret Service in conducting this analysis. Part of what data included several internet searches in the days leading up to their disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case.
Good morning, Camps.
On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term, "You have to pay for an Amber Alert," was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term, "How to take money from a register without being caught," was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term, "Birmingham Bus Station," was searched. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was
Good morning,
conducted.
Blondie.
There were 2 searches related to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carly's place of employment, including one regarding
Glam, can you share Blondie's link, please? And share yours?
the maximum age of an Amber Alert.
I think you
There were other searches on Carly's
shared
phone
Hannibal's,
that appeared
right?
to shed
Just
some light
keep
on
blasting
mindset.
the
Out of respect for her privacy, we will not be releasing the content of those searches at this time. We've asked to interview Carly a second time, but have not been granted that request. As you can see, there are many questions left to be answered, but only Carly can provide those answers.
Good morning, Dot.
What we can say is that we've been unable to verify most of Carly's initial statement made to investigators, and we have no reason to believe that there is a threat to the public safety related to this particular case. Thank you very much.
With that, we'll open the floor for some questions. Please raise your hand and I'll call on you. Carol.
Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, I'm sure that people in the area that have kids were on high alert too. We caught our assistant manager stealing from the register at my old job. No idea how she thought she'd get away with it after working there for years. Like what? And I'm sure they probably had cameras too. Like people, think that we don't have cameras everywhere. I mean, they're everywhere. I was shocked that there was camera footage of her on the highway.
Chief, do you expect any charges against Carly Russell in connection with the disappearance and in connection with what was taken from the Woodhouse spa?
Right now, our focus is to determine those 49 hours, so the investigation continues. So to be perfectly honest with you, that hasn't even entered our mind or been discussed.
One more question. Is it
Oh my
surprising
gosh,
to you that the family
Ruthie.
has not been cooperative in returning to be questioned?
Well, I think the family has stated to us that they didn't think that in her mental state right now, because of trauma of the incident, that she's not ready to talk, is what we've been told.
Thank you, Lillis.
Yeah, question for Chief. You stated that the abductor had orange hair. Was this abductor black male? Was it female? Black female? White female?
I believe it's a white male. Am I correct by saying that? Yeah, white male.
Is this alleged abductor yet on the loose in the Hoover area?
Don't believe so.
Yes, ma'am.
Chief Brittany Dam, WBRC, has a toxicology report been done, and were any drugs or illegal substances found in her system?
We have no report of that.
Is any indication of mental illness in this case?
Not that I'm aware of.
Lisa.
There's been a concern in the community that if this turned out not to be a true story, that the next time a young woman of color was missing, that it might not be taken seriously. How would you respond to that?
I'd respond to say that we investigate every crime to the fullest, just like we have this one.
Right here.
Right, Becca? She's not ready to talk.
Was she traveling with anyone since, was she traveling with anyone since the time she disappeared, to your knowledge?
And not to my knowledge.
Right here.
Chief, I know you said you weren't able to verify a lot of aspects of the story. Where do you think she went, and how would you characterize what happened here?
That's the $100 question. We pretty much know exactly what took place from the time she left work until she got on the 911 call, and we can see getting out of the car on the interstate from that footage. And after that, I think she only knows. We don't know.
Well, one quick follow-up. Her parents. Did you speak with Carly's parents, and why do you think it is they were so adamant that there was an abductor?
Yeah, I think parents are believing what their daughter's saying, and we've had a very good rapport with the parents, met with them on several occasions. I've talked to them today a few times, and to make them understand that we're under pressure from our community, not only in our community of the state, but nationally when the story hit, And I just wanted them to understand that today we were going to have a press conference, and what we were going to detail today are facts. And everything that I've told you today is actual facts. It's not innuendos. It's not what I think. It's not what these detectives think. It is the factual information that we have.
Chief, as you're also WBRC, how much time do you think you'll give the family before going back to college for a second statement?
Well, I think our detectives have talked to the parents, and we're ready to talk as soon as she's ready. So, she called right now. We're ready.
You had one word to describe what went on. What would that be?
How about unknown? We know the facts that we have. Everything else is unknown at this time.
In the back?
Hold on. Good morning, Stephanie. Dot, I've been watching that too. And did you see that her classmates and stuff are coming out and talking and saying she knew?
What have the past few days been like for you, your department? This has been a stressful search, hasn't it?
Well, absolutely. And again, the focus of the investigation that Thursday, when she went missing, of course, the focus was to get Carly home. That's what we want all. We wanted her safe and sound. And that's all happened. And then, of course, this has got to be not only a local, state story, but a national story. So, it is. It's a lot of stress on everyone in the Hoover Police Department, the mayor, to every citizen here. We want to know the truth.
As you stand here, are you frustrated?
I wouldn't say I'm frustrated. I mean, I'm very happy that Carly's home. That was the main ingredient here. And then we'll figure it out. I promise you that. We'll end up figuring it out.
Any idea about the number of manpower hours or the expense of the drones and all the rest of the search that might have cost the city and the state and the federal government?
Yeah, we haven't had time to consider that. But it's again, these detectives that are here. This is just a small group of people that have been associated with this case. We have put every available resource that we have on this case because we wanted to make sure that we found out everything. We wanted to get her home, and we have.
Chief, was there any prior indication of mental health problems or
Nothing I'm aware of.
Could you just expand on the people from the state, federal resources brought in? What were they doing exactly as you all were searching for them? Can you just expand on that?
Sure. A lot.
The thing that kind of got me to Dot in that case is the mom did not seem upset that her grandson was not alive. That was, I don't know. I felt like it was more about how the family looks and stuff like that, than the actual life of that poor baby boy.
A lot of the from the FBI side, several agents helping us interview. I mean, as you well know, in a case like this, especially national, we got hundreds and hundreds of calls. And when you get those calls, some of them may just be outlandish, but you've got to follow up on them because you never know that you may get that one tidbit. And I'd also say too that we had a great cooperation with the family.
Maggie.
The family received
Great
hundreds
to
and
see
hundreds
you.
of tips, and every time they got a tip, they sent it to us.
Would you say a crime has been committed
No,
in this case?
we have not determined that now.
Keith Mims, WAGG 610 Summit Media. Question for Chief. With all of the searches that you mentioned, Chief, that were on Carly's phone, does that kind of give you an indication of her mind state during this ordeal, the 48 hours that she went missing?
Well, again, we want to talk in facts, and I do think it's highly unusual to the day that someone gets kidnapped, that 7 hours, 8 hours before that they're searching the internet, Googling the movie Taken about an abduction. I find that very...
Does anybody know how far, Goblin, Jarella, maybe one of you know, how far the hotel was from where she pulled over on the highway?
Very strange, yes.
Yes. Do you feel confident, do your investigators feel confident that you know why Carly Russell may have done this?
No, we do not know. Absolutely not.
Chief, can you explain for us, you mentioned that while I believe you said Carly was on the phone with 911, she was traveling 6 football fields, which tells you what? Which
tells me that I've had kids, and I'm sure a lot of people here have, and it's very, very, again, she said it. And
I guess I'm not understanding. Thank you, Goblin. I guess I'm not understanding why then that the hotels weren't checked. I mean, wouldn't that be one of the first things that the police would do is check all the hotels in that area?
I'm not saying it couldn't happen because I've always been one of these guys, never say never, but 6 football fields. I like athletics.
Goblin really loves it, camps.
I like athletics, I like football. 6 football fields. To think that a toddler, barefoot, that could be 3 or 4 years old, is going to travel 6 football fields without getting in the roadway, without crying, without any just moving down, it's just very hard for me to understand.
Chief, have you used any technology to enhance that video from 459, and did you see a man grab her?
Good morning,
We did not see,
Chester.
from what we can tell, we don't see anybody on the interstate other than her car and then someone getting out of her driver's side. We have sent that off to the FBI for enhancement. It has not been returned.
Do you think in this case that charges will be forthcoming towards Carly Russell, and how serious of a crime is it to not only fabricate a 911 call, but to lie to law enforcement during an investigation?
Well, you know, again, that's not something that we've been discussed as we're going through the still investigation. But, you know, people have to understand that when someone says something like this, we put every available resource. Everybody comes together from, like I say, state, local, federal. It's just a lot of work, and you know, gentleman earlier said frustrating. I mean, it is a little frustrating to think that all this has been done and we can't find.
It's a lovely shit. It's a lovely shade of ham. I love it.
No, not to my knowledge.
All right, last question here. Is this investigation held up until you can speak once again?
Team Todd.
Well, there's a few things that we're still doing, but obviously we want to talk to Carly as soon as we can.
It was
and
allegedly it was made up, Shar.
Do an in-depth interview, and at that time, I think we'll have these investigators doing some other things. So,
All right, that's all the questions we're going to answer today. We appreciate you guys coming, and we'll be following up with y'all later. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time, Chief.
Thank you very much.
Okay, now we are going to watch Christina Randall's take on all of this. Love Christina Randall, and like I said, this was the video that Goblin suggested this morning. I already had it pulled up for the stream. So if anybody does not, hold on, let me get her link. If anybody does not follow Christina Randall, she is an amazing true crime channel, and there is her link. I'm going to run to get more coffee and go to the restroom, and I'll be right back, guys.
Flabbergasted. Before we get into today's video, though, I do want to let you guys know that this video is for educational purposes and entertainment purposes only. Please remember to be kind to everybody everywhere in your everyday life, in your home, in the grocery store, and especially in the comment section down below. Please do not show hate to anybody, anywhere. Good evening, my lovelies, my beauties, my friends. My name is Christina, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope that you will subscribe, stick around, take a chance in hearing some things that I have to say. And if you are a returning subscriber, y'all already know, y'all are my babies. You guys, holy moly. So the press conference just came out about the Carly Russell situation, and oh my goodness. Now, before we get into that, I almost put out a video with you guys yesterday and was talking to you guys about the interview that Carly's parents did on the Today Show yesterday morning. And I must have watched that interview at least 5 or 6 times. I watched it over and over again. And yesterday when I saw that interview with Carly's parents, that's when I started feeling very uncomfortable, because to me, Carly's parents, they were acting off. We'll just say that. Off. But we'll come back to that. And I have been seeing all these internet rumors, you guys. I'm talking about rumors like this right here that said that it is being leaked, that Carly said that she was in the back of an 18-wheeler and she was forced to eat Cheez-Its and all this stuff. But I didn't want to put all that out because it's just internet. You know, you never know what's real. I mean, anybody could have wrote that, but you guys, did y'all see the press conference? Because we're about to go over it. So the first thing that happened is the press conference was had, and the lead investigator got up there and said, by the way, that they had the FBI, the Secret Service. I mean, they had everybody on this. When I tell you, everybody was looking for Carly. Carly, where are you? The world is looking for you. Everybody, the Secret Service was involved. Hello.
Besides me stands the team who played a significant role in this investigation. I want to thank our department, members of surrounding local law enforcement agencies, the FBI, Secret Service, United States Marshals, and Aaliyah for their assistance in this case.
This is when they began to trace Carly's steps before she went missing. And they found that she had actually taken from her job, which was a spa. And by the way, all this is alleged. I wasn't there. Go do your own research, form your own opinions. She had taken a robe from her spa, y'all, as well as a roll of toilet paper. Okay, a roll of toilet paper. And then she went to a Target and she got some snacks and she got some granola bars. And some of them snacks she got was Cheez-Its and some granola bars. Already you're thinking, okay, you got some toilet paper, you got some snacks. Are you getting ready to go hide out somewhere? Maybe in a treehouse? Where are you going? What are you doing? Then she went to Taziki's and got that food that she was supposed to bring back to her family member. And then that's when she went to the interstate. They looked at her cell phone and they found things that she had been Googling leading up to that, including that same day that she went missing, she was Googling things like the movie Taken, or does it cost, do you have to pay to have an Amber Alert sent out? You guys, she was Googling bus tickets for the Birmingham Greyhound.
11th at 7:30 a.m., the term, you have to pay for an Amber Alert was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term, how to take money from a register without being caught was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term, Birmingham bus station was searched.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry, Christina.
On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie
Good morning, Kara.
a film about abduction, was conducted. There were 2 searches related to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carly's place of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert.
And they played the 911 phone call.
Hi, I am on Interstate 459, and there's just a kid just walking by themselves.
Hold on, where am I supposed to
I'm right next to the exit 10 by the Hoover Med, like to get off by the Hoover Med.
Okay, so you're before the exit?
Right, Dot. Not to mention, like, any job, you know, she has one degree, she was working on her second. Any employer that she would try to get, you know, work through or whatever, in this day and age, employers Google, you know, your name and stuff, and all this is going to come up. So I mean, she really like affected her entire rest of her life.
Yes. Okay, were you headed southbound or northbound? Okay, towards that
Kara.
Towards Tuscaloosa.
Okay, and was the child on the left or right side?
On the right side.
Were they walking northbound or southbound?
See, that to me, Kara, that tells it all.
They're walking towards Tuscaloosa.
Walking southbound. How old do they look?
Like a toddler, like maybe like 3 or 4.
Did you pull over with them? Are you still with them?
Yes.
Okay, are you with the child right now?
No, I'm not. I didn't get out of the car. I can see them though.
I can see a 2-year-old child on a. I can see a 2-year-old child on a highway. So I'm going to pull over so I can keep an eye on that child, but not pick that child up that is a toddler and has no idea that it can't walk out into the middle of a highway. I'm just going to pull over on the side of the road and watch the kid. I'm not going to, you know, go comfort that child or get that child out of harm's way. I don't get it.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay, what kind of car are you in?
I'm in a red Mercedes-Benz.
Is it a sedan or SUV?
SUV.
That's my thing, Lilith. I guess it doesn't really matter now since the child was fake, but that was my first thing that like tipped me off that something was weird, because I'm like, why wouldn't you go to that child?
Hazards on for me?
Yeah, they're on.
Okay. Did you talk to the child at all, or did you say anything to them?
No.
Okay.
No.
Do they look like they're injured?
No, they don't.
Are they white, black, Hispanic, or Asian?
They're white.
Okay. Is it male or female?
I think it's a boy, a little boy.
White male? Okay, so is he wearing clothes?
Yes.
Okay. What is he wearing?
It's a white t-shirt, and it doesn't look like he has any pants on. It looks like a diaper.
And you don't see any cars anywhere?
No, no cars anywhere.
Okay. All right. What's your name?
My name is Carly Russell.
And you don't see any injuries on the shop from where you're at, correct?
No, but I can't really see them that good.
Okay, try to keep an eye on them for the best that you can, because I don't want you to lose track of them.
Okay.
All right, and you have shoes on?
No.
Shoes?
Not that I can see. I can't really see that one.
Okay. All right, I've got them on the way, okay? Just try to keep an eye on them, but officers are on the way, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Then they said that she actually drove 600 yards. So on the side of the interstate, 600 yards, which is roughly 6 football fields. Oh my goodness. They also said that they sent that video footage from the side of the interstate off to the FBI to be for real analyzed and using all their special equipment and stuff. And they haven't got that back yet. Well, they said that when they checked her car that was abandoned when Carly was allegedly taken, that they found the disease.
Right, experience. And I think that 911 caller, like I said earlier, I think that 911 caller was on that same frame of mind. Like, why are you sitting in your car? Like, you know, get out and comfort that child. If there really was a toddler, I mean, that child, get out and comfort the child and put it in your car till the cops come and make sure that nothing happens to him.
Zeke's food, but they did not find the robe, the toilet
Christy.
paper,
Good
or
morning,
the
Christy.
snacks. So, oh my God, I can believe it, but I can't believe it. I am having a hard time with this. I was starting to believe yesterday that, oh my gosh, this actually may be a hoax. Because I don't know what it is, y'all. I don't want to believe that somebody will actually go to these links. That is crazy to me, and I don't know why I have a hard time with this subject, because we do true crime over here. We talk about way worse things than just faking, you know, something like this. But I just can't, you know, I just can't. I even had a friend that said that they were looking at her Facebook page the other day and they felt bad that they even considered it to be a hoax. But man, you just never know. You never, ever know. Now, a lot of us are going to wonder, why would she do this? Now, there's a bunch of internet rumors out there about why she did this, okay? I didn't know if I believed them, but heck, some of them have already been proven to be true. Somebody out there's got inside connections.
Her driving a Mercedes-Benz.
Talking to somebody, and there it's going around, because I heard about this 18-wheeler and the Cheez-Its and all of that stuff 2 days ago. And it just was confirmed today in the press conference. So some of these rumors out here are real. But the motive, why did Sherry Papini do her situation? She literally left her kids too. Like, you got to be one next level type of, you can fill in the blank there, a little you know, whatever, to leave your kids behind. Okay, if you want to be leaving your husband behind, one thing, I guess, but leaving your kids, I don't know, make it make sense. But I saw a comment that really resonated with me over on, I believe, Facebook. And the comment was left by a teacher. And the woman said that she had been a teacher for years. And she said, I see parents like this every day. Now, before I go into more of what she said, I want us to watch parts of this interview that came out on Tuesday from the parents, since they spoke out since Carly had been back home.
Yes, that I was just saying that, Kara. I had seen, it might have been a TikTok. I had seen a black woman basically saying that same thing. You know, finally, a missing black woman, and she's getting all this media coverage and everything, and then it ends up being a hoax. Like, it just set back, you know, our time. And it was like, you know, wiped out any progress that has been made.
What happened Saturday night? Did you just get a knock at the door?
Anything leading to the case itself
we can't discuss that.
But they say speculation about the circumstances
experience.
surrounding Carly's disappearance are only making things worse.
She's having to deal with the trauma of people just making completely false allegations about her.
Now, one thing I want to tell you is when I heard Carly's mom say that she's having to deal with all of the trauma from the like rumors or things that people are saying about her. When I saw that yesterday, that really rubbed me wrong, because I thought, like, why is she on the internet? Did Carly get abducted for a couple days and now she's at home on Facebook and TikTok and it's traumatizing her? I don't know, you guys. It just was weird, because I just felt like if I was Carly and somebody had just had me for 2 days and I had managed to be one of the few people that escapes in one piece, the last thing I'm gonna worry about is what people are saying about me on Facebook or TikTok, right? I'm over here praising the Lord like I'm alive and well, and I don't care. People can say I am a beluga whale. I don't care what they say about me at this point. But her mom used the words that she's having to deal with people like traumatizing her from what they're saying. Now, don't get me wrong. I think Carly's mom is being a very protective mom, but it makes no sense.
Good morning, Desiree.
I agree.
Wait, who
off
just
as
said?
Parents that were
Chester. I'm a firm believer that this woman wanted a break from day-to-day monotony and didn't know how to ask for help. That could be very well be. Yeah, to go to these lengths. Ugh.
Trying to hush down the noise, just trying to kind of be like, hey, don't, you're traumatizing her. The rumors, it's kind of getting to her. And then when she gave the statement, y'all, at the end, she gave this statement, and listen to the way she said abductor. Listen to how she almost kind of mumbles it, like she, like almost like she felt like that may not be true.
Carly has given detectives her statement so that they can continue to pursue her abductor.
Now, did you see the dad's reaction and how he's looking? Like, he literally looks like he's being held hostage and that he's got to do this for the family, but like neither one of them really believed what they were saying.
Stephanie, do you follow her, Christina Randall? She's so good. Here, I'll put her link in again for anybody that didn't get it. It's also in the description.
Carly has given detectives her statement so that they can continue to pursue her abductor.
And then look at the dad's and the mom's head.
Kara, I agree. That's what I was saying. Like, insanity, no. I mean, I feel like she planned it, which to me tells me it wasn't like, a psychotic break or whatever. I always feel like that, though, when there's plans ahead of time, and based on her Google searches and everything and what she took from her employer, I think, it pretty much is set in stone. It's true that she faked it.
Shake when they say that they believed Carly. Listen, look at this.
Do you believe that there's an abductor still out there?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So like I said, when I saw that yesterday, that's when I was really like, whoa, something else is going on here. Now get this.
Yeah, Chester, see, I don't think she could claim insanity, but I definitely, like I said earlier, for somebody to go to these lengths, that's definitely a cry for help. And that's true. Somebody said, it looks like she knew she was about to face some legal troubles for something she did and tried to get away with it by faking this whole story, but didn't have time to plan for it properly. I kind of believe that too, because of the fact that, she had just gotten busted at work for stealing, and then now there's talk of embezzlement. So yeah, she could have very well been trying to, flee from legal troubles.
Allegedly, y'all know we talked about in the last video about the Red Roof Inn situation. Allegedly, the family's denying that even happened, but nevertheless, this is one thing I'm not quite sure they can deny, because there is a recording of voices. So allegedly, while Carly was missing, the family went to Atlanta to look for her. Now, mind you, they're in Birmingham, Alabama, okay? The family allegedly went to Atlanta, Georgia. None of us knew this, right? And it was rumored that they went without telling anybody. just like allegedly they went straight up to the Red Roof Inn. And so listen to this.
Joining me live now from Atlanta via Zoom are Carly's parents, Carlos and Talitha Russell. Mr. and Mrs. Russell, thanks so much for making the effort to speak with us here tonight. You say that you're in Atlanta. Has there been a tip or information that has come in that your daughter could possibly be in the Atlanta area?
Yes, we received a tip, but we had already planned to search the Georgia area. The tip turned out not to be a viable tip. Nonetheless, we had planned to visit and search the Georgia area.
Okay, sure.
So the parents is talking about they already had plans to go to Atlanta. And then you think about the Red Roof Inn incident where there's 6 carloads of people in the lobby at the Red Roof Inn saying that Carly called from there. Now, mind you, Carly's mom allegedly released this statement, though, and said that people were cruel and sent a text. But the people that called 911 said that the family that was up there said that Carly called from the Red Roof Inn.
754 unclassified complaint 1466 Montgomery Highway at the Red Roof Inn. The front office, per caller, family members at this location saying they received a call from the female that's missing, Carly Russell. 754 family members are saying they received a call from the female saying she was at this location.
Called herself. So now I'm starting to wonder. Now, when you watch the last part of the Today Show interview, when she gives Carly's, like, the statement.
Carly has given detectives her statement so that they can continue to pursue her abductor.
That comes off to me as very much.
I believe she got caught that day stealing, but then there's also allegations of embezzlement and investigating that as well. So I think it's kind of like two. I mean, I'm sure that the stealing from the register, you know, she apparently has a problem with stealing is what I'm saying. So I think they're two different instances, and that they're investigating if she's, you know, done more behind the scenes or whatever.
Much we are lawyered up, and this is the statement we're releasing. Okay, because I think at some point
really
the tones changed and they got a lawyer. That's what I think. I don't know. That's my suspicion. And it also makes me wonder too, because today in the press conference, they said that they wanted to talk to Carly, but Carly's not ready to talk.
We're ready to talk as soon as she's ready. So, you know, she called right now. We're ready. Obviously, we want to talk to Carly as soon as we can and do an in-depth interview.
Carly has given detectives her statement so that they can continue to pursue her abductor.
And man, that's exactly what Sherry Papini did. She, you know, she didn't want to talk about it afterwards. I don't know, man. I just kind of feel like if somebody was luring people with a baby and there was a...
Like as if they don't talk, it will just all go away. It's like that kind of mindset. And probably like, you know, like y'all are saying, she's privileged. So she's probably used to getting her way, you know.
Man with orange hair and putting me, you know, in the back of a 18-wheeler.
I would be think so, Sassy. But then there's like, this is the Rudy Farias case too. They didn't, you know, they let the mother go. They let him go home with the mother that night. They, you know, there was no talk of pressing charges against the mother and stuff. And that floored me too.
Want them to know every detail. I would be wanting people to be safe. Something's weird about that, which brings me back to that comment that stood out to me on Facebook. And I'm going to read it to you now. It says, I said yesterday that Carly's parents knew what she was capable of, but again, no one believed it, especially on Twitter. As a teacher, I have met parents who are in total denial about their children's actions, even when there is video evidence of them acting up in class. Carly's parents were more than likely told about Carly's behavior years before her being 25 by plenty of teachers, principals, mentors, coaches, etc. But clearly, as you can see, they did not listen and kept coddling her. They do not pay teachers enough because many of us are the first to recognize behaviors only for entitled parents to blow up in our faces. As a result, they ended up with a 25-year-old who inconvenienced everyone's time over her foolishness. She is very spoiled and it is showing. I also noticed the dad's actions on camera last week when they were doing that press run, but I did not want to say anything. But best believe that daddy knows how that girl is. I don't know, y'all.
I agree, and I noticed that in when the interview with the parents too. Every time the dad would go to speak, the mother would cut him off so that she was the one doing the talking. So I kind of suspected something fishy there because she did not want the dad to talk.
It
I
seems
need
weird.
to test the
It seems
music.
I don't know, guys. That's bad. And bravo to Hoover PD. They were on the ball. I mean, they showed up and they showed out. That they should be setting the standard for every other place. I mean, that was amazing.
But it's
they had all these other agencies involved in a quickness. Now, in the press conference, they were asked if any charges were going to be coming against Carly, and they just simply said, we haven't even thought about that. Right now, we just want to speak to Carly. We just want to find out what happened to her in those 49 hours she was missing.
And you know darn well they have thought of that. They just don't want that to get out because then she's going to be even more afraid to talk to them.
But she's not speaking. She's not speaking
You're
to the
welcome,
police. And that's crazy to me. So for those of y'all that thought it was a hoax from the beginning, I mean, I can't say for sure. I wasn't there, but looks like y'all might have. I just still can't. I can't wrap my mind around it. Why? Why would people think this is a good idea? It's a terrible idea. I'll give you guys a tip. If anybody watching this wants some maybe attention, maybe you want, whatever, try to get it in a positive way. Maybe like go and do something great for the world or something like that. But this ain't it. This is not the way to get it. They did also say in the press conference that there was no known mental illness.
She is excellent, Amy, for true crime. I watch her all the time, and I've played her a few times. See, the thing is, like with reactions and stuff, some news channels will, copyright claim you. Some of the just single creators like Christina Randall will flag you and stuff. So I watch her all the time, and she's excellent. And I have actually played her videos before, and with no problem. But I find her a very legit, honest crime channel.
But I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I just feel like is that a healthy brain?
Kara, did you watch her when she had dreads? Do you remember when she had dreads? I loved when she had her dreads.
I don't help me. Y'all let me know what y'all think. If more comes out, we'll be back. But other than that, ooh, Carly. We was rooting for you, girl. You're going to have to come out and either clear all this up. Glad she's safe, but y'all let me know what y'all think down below. Other than that, I love y'all. I'll see y'all very soon. Bye.
Okay. Yeah. So there's the link. Lamb put the link in. I have the link in above that. If you like true crime, definitely follow her. She's great. Yes, I have been too. She's gorgeous. Yeah, I love her. So anyway, there's her link. If you guys are interested, if you like true crime, definitely follow her. I remember her taking them out because someone told her it was in. Really? I loved when she had her dreads. I don't really feel like that was it. I feel like like Experience said, I feel like she was, you know, overwhelmed and exhausted and didn't know how to ask for help. Good morning, Just Jill. Yeah, we need to do, you know what? I've been wanting to do, we need to do interrogation videos in Discord. Lilith, I miss watching those. See, that's my thought process too, Glam. If she hadn't have planned it, then maybe the mental, you know, break would have held more weight. But I feel like the fact that she planned it, the stuff she took from work and everything. Yeah, her earlier videos, I remember, were kind of like true crime from, you know, through the eyes of, you know, an ex-criminal type thing. If it was in the moment thing, then she might. Yeah. I agree. It's that it's definitely that planning that, I mean, thank God, yes, thank God she is safe. Thank God there was not a toddler on the highway. Yes, if she just ducked out for, right, she could have turned her phone off, gone to a hotel, you know, just said, I'm safe, I'm taking a break, you know? Good morning, God. She will get charged, but her attorney will get the charges dropped due to prejudice because she's black. They will use the race card. That, yeah, ugh. Did you, God, did you get my prayer last night? There are better ways of taking a break that doesn't waste law enforcement. Yes, I totally agree, Just Jill. Sherry Papini went to prison. It's not about race. It's about lying. See, I don't know the Sherry Papini case, but I'm going to have to look it up today because Christina mentioned it in one of her other videos as well. So I need to look that up, or at least watch it off of Christina's channel. If it was spur of the moment, it counts as premeditation planning if she considered it even for an hour. I'm catching up here. She was safe at a residence inn. Yeah, she was at, yep. She was at a hotel. Came home 48 hours after she went missing. She showed up at her family's home, which is her home. And there is video of her basically walking down the street casually, you know, perfectly calm and casual. And then as she gets close to the house, she basically starts, you know, sprinting, and her arms are, you know, waving all over, and she like goes into hysterics. I want to thank all the sisters on YouTube who dedicated their, hold on, who dedicated their time to live stream and cover this story. Men YouTubers literally were just talking about things unrelated to the matter. God bless you. Oh, thank you, Experience. Good morning, Ursinate. The Papini case. Yeah, see, I don't know anything about what's an interesting thing to say about black people, Ursinate. I suspect she planned this. Maybe it got a lot more attention than she suspected. She panicked and came home, told her parents what happened, and they decided to back up the kidnapping story. I mean, obviously not to the point of, you know, somebody actually losing their life or whatever, but just the parents kind of having her back on this. It kind of reminds me of the Brian Laundrie case and Gabby Petito. Like basically, you know, like just the parents trying to, you know, help cover up their child mistakes, if you can use that simple of a word for it. Sherry claimed she was abducted by Mexican women, and in reality, she ran away with an ex-boyfriend for a weekend, and cops busted her years later. Oh, it was years before they found her? Wow. Who thought that Foodie would be a lighter topic. But we're going to move on to Foodie. Yeah, she's off the rails, you guys. Somehow she has earned her degree in as being, I don't know what it would be called, a nutritionist, I don't know, a therapist. I don't know what professionals, what medical professionals deal with ED, but she's now one. Oh my gosh, it's got to be coming PR, right? I mean, you can tell he's fed up. He had no idea what he was getting himself into. All right, let's start her. I am glad she's back to the old intro, just saying.
Hello, foodie beauties. Hello guys, hello guys, hello guys, hello. So, welcome back to another video. Alright, disclaimer, this is an eating on camera video. So if you are triggered by eating noises, messy eating, just people eating in general, and fat people eating what they want, this is not the video for you. So, have a nice day. For those of you remaining, thanks for watching, and I'm gonna say right now, I have a lot to talk about today, a lot on my mind. You know, some days I'm less talkative. Today I'm talkative. And today I have...
I believe it, Char. I mean, just like somebody posted, I think it was on Twitter, somebody posted a picture of her in Kuwait in the beginning, like when she first got there, side by side with a picture of her now, and how much, like, way bigger now than when she first got there. And I always say it that it's sad, because it's kind of like, you know, watching her slowly kill herself. That's exactly what we're watching.
Chinese food, because, you know, I love Chinese food. I get this craving every once in a while. Probably at least.
Do y'all get cravings every single day? Because, okay, so she gets a craving for Chinese every once in a while, but every single day she has a craving. I swear every meal we watch her unpack is because she had a craving.
At least once a week, at least. So,
I agree,
of course,
Kara,
my cat.
Unfortunately.
Hello. You want some food?
No, and even, Char, and even like, I know I harp on this, but as a diabetic, you know, you have, well, I don't know about everywhere, but here, when I was diagnosed diabetic, I had to go to nutrition classes. And so you learn about that, you know, good carbs, bad carbs. But good carbs too are not good for you unless they're in moderation. Like, she overdoes everything. So like she said in her one stream, she'll supplement like those meals with a huge bowl of fruit. That's a huge bowl of sugar, honey. Like, if you want to have a fruit serving, fine. That, you know, have a serving, but an entire huge bowl of fruit, not good.
This place makes the best iced tea with the lemon slices. She was sleeping comfortably in her box mountain. I know people are like, box mountain starting? Yes, well, it's a box for my cat. You know, I have 2 boxes right now littered around the place because cats love boxes, and every time I find a nice box, sorry, why are cats so cute that you like feel the need to talk in a weird, nonsensical way? All right.
Hold on. Chantel won't deny herself of anything. You can't live like that. Yes, Irma. And I don't know if it's in this video, but one of the videos, you know, she says, I am, you know, and she acts like it's recovery. I am allowing myself to have this burger. How is that different from anything you've done your entire life? You've allowed yourself to have every type of food. You've allowed yourself to binge on the food. You've allowed yourself to overeat, whatever. That's semantics. Like, that's just verbiage, you know? I don't care what you call it or how you slice it, Chantel. It's extremely out of control and unhealthy.
Right. Let's open this up. So today I'm trying something different here on camera.
That's
Actually, I don't
true
want to wear
too,
my
Blondie.
ring for this because I don't want it to get dirty. I have spring rolls, which is a must for me. And wow. Wow. I don't know if I can give you any of this, Julia, but I kind of regret ordering this because I feel grossed out. I ordered crab, but crabs remind me of giant spiders. And the legs are freaking me out, but the taste of crab is so good. Ugh. I wish I could hire someone to just crack the crab for me and give me the meat.
She was Christy, there's not a better time for you to say lazy. She doesn't even want to crack her own crab.
Professional crab cracker. All right. Smells like seafood. No, it smells good. So this is just steamed crab with vegetables. I don't have any utensils for crabs. Let me have a sip of this. Bismillah. Let's have a spring roll.
But that would mean she would have to be the one to cook it, Desiree.
Tell you some things about binge eating, okay? Because I get quite a lot. I'd say the majority of my comments, some of you, beezers, etc., leave nothing but positive, loving comments, okay? And people seem to think that these people are ass kissers. So here's the thing. I want you to just disregard what I'm eating and think of binge eating disorder as not what I'm eating, but as a mental restriction with food, okay? Let me see if I can give her something.
Okay, but where's the mental... I'm not understanding. Because you don't restrict yourself at all. So I'm confused.
Julia? No sauce. Do you like crabs? Do you like crabs? You like crabs? Here's some crabs for you. I wonder if Howie likes crab. Try to save him some.
She's TikTok fluent, Dot.
Yeah.
Good
as
morning,
an attitude
Nicole.
Towards food, basically, like there is a lot of mental conditioning. I think diet culture literally conditions people to have eating disorders. Like, for example, all of these comments I see, these people are conditioned as well. Like saying, you know, this is a reasonable meal to me, okay? You might think the spring rolls are fried, they're not healthy. That's your personal opinion, and you may be right, but it still doesn't exacerbate an eating disorder. What does, and I've learned this, and I know you're thinking, oh, you're an expert on eating disorders? Yes, I have an eating disorder, therefore I want to become an expert on it so that I can learn.
Okay, but Chantel, people go to school to become an expert. They don't go to TikTok.
Learn from it, and I can help others, and I can cure myself, and I can help myself by educating myself on the matter. Like, for example, if somebody's
and here's the
diagnosed with
thing,
cancer,
Kara. If they have like binge eating disorder, whatever eating disorder you might have or whatever, that's one thing. But when you come on here and you try to play expert and give other people advice on recovery, I'm sorry, you're not in recovery. You haven't changed anything. I don't see anything that you have changed. You don't restrict yourself at all. I'm sorry, but like, if I wanted, say, a piece of pie, I know that I need to stop after one piece of pie. I can't sit and eat 3 pieces of pie. If I wanted, say, Chinese, I have to stop at a one-person serving of Chinese. I can't, eat 3 people's worth of Chinese. You're not doing anything to recover except for reading about it and then trying to pass off the information like you're an expert.
It's not uncommon for them to go and seek many, educate themselves and seek out, information that could help them better understand what they're going through. So
Becca, okay, so are you the type of professional that she would go to for something like that? See, that's what I was saying. I'm not sure what type of professional you would go to for that, but she definitely needs professional help. And I guess I'm not understanding, if you guys have the money like you say you do, why are you not seeking treatment in Kuwait? I understand that the first place that you went to, you blamed it all on the place, which I highly doubt it was the place. I'm sure you just gave up like you give up on everything. But if it was the place like you claim, then look for a place there. Everything's better in Kuwait, right?
Just vegetable spring roll. That's something that I've been doing. And something clicked, like, okay. It's about the mental conditioning. So you have to mentally decondition yourself to labeling food as bad. So
Okay.
when you watch me and you say,
Becca, I would so like your take then on this stuff that she's preaching as if she's some sort of expert.
that food is going to kill you, that food
Thank
is bad.
you, PR.
No, food is food. It's not evil. It's not good. It's neutral. It's just food. It's how we utilize things, right? It's like blaming the gun for shooting somebody. It's the same thing. And restriction and cutting out certain
That's
foods.
exactly what I thought when I first saw the meal. Just the spring rolls would have me full. Definitely 3 would have me full.
Such as saying, this is bad, I shouldn't eat this. I should just eat some vegetables and some crab. It is restriction, and that perpetuates the binge cycle. So I'll post the binge cycle here.
So here's the binge restrict cycle, and here on the diagram you can see restricting is a huge part of it. Eating less than normal and eating only certain types of food, so completely eliminating foods, even trigger foods. We have to learn to neutralize those trigger foods and reframe the thoughts and let go of those mental restrictions.
Hi, baby girl. And as you can see, make sure there's no
See,
sauce.
that's my thing, Becca. Whenever I hear about keto, that's like, because of me taking my diabetic class when I got diagnosed, when I hear about people doing keto, it baffles me because your body needs those carbs. That's what gives you energy. So I'm like, how can you live without eating them at all? Because a lot of people don't use it for just a time. A lot of people stay on keto, and I wouldn't think that you'd be getting everything that you would need.
As you can see, that guilt, that restriction when you overeat, like, okay, I'm not going to eat this anymore at all.
Good morning, AR. Good
No, it
morning,
doesn't work that way.
Ghost.
That causes a binge. And I hate to use this as an example and I'm not targeting, I'm not being rude.
Ghost, did you stay on it, or did you just do it for the time that you needed to? I don't know if you were trying to lose weight, or if it was, like heart issues or whatever, but did you stay on the keto diet?
But it is public, so I'm allowed to comment on it, Just like you guys say about me, you put it out there, people can comment. A hungry fat chick she has binge eating disorder too. I know exactly.
Yes, Nicole. And that she's been giving Salah excuses all along. And then that's why, after he tried so hard, got her the meal plans, got her into the gym, he's done everything possible to try to help her, get on a better track. And she just keeps making excuses to him. And then finally she's like, I'm going to have to explain binge eating disorder to Salah because he doesn't understand. Foodie, you don't understand either. If I have to hear you one more time say that you're in recovery, I swear I'm going to hurl all over my laptop.
What she's going through. I fully support her, and I feel like she's, I understand what she's going through, okay? But what I don't support is the carnivore diet because it's super unreasonable. It's counterproductive to binge eating recovery. Okay? And that's how I've done that for so many years too. I still struggle every day with that mindset. Okay, every time I eat something like this, I immediately think after, oh my gosh, I did so much wrong today, I might as well go binge out. No, I have to like catch myself and recondition my thinking, you know, getting rid of those food rules, saying, it's fine. I had a few spring rolls. I'm not, you know, nothing's going to happen. I can have them again in the future.
Me
This
too,
is not
Dot.
bad food.
I don't really watch her, but I know like when she, you know, I see like the titles and stuff, and some of the reactions that I watch, you know, they'll touch on her briefly or whatever. So I knew when she was in the hospital, I knew when she got out, and people were all, you know, up in arms because she basically got out of the hospital and went right back to how she was eating. So I'm so glad to see her do something before it's too late.
Okay, this is a single portion that I bought. So it's like carnivore diets like that are restrictive. You cannot, with somebody with binge eating, you cannot, and I think they can cause binge eating. Because what happens when so many people fall off? Why? Why do people fall off? Because
I have to note here that I'm not picking on anyone. I go through the same cycle over and over as well, especially when I restrict. I mean restrict with fad diets, fruit-only diets, etc. I'm not saying all diets are bad, but they are counterproductive to healing from binge eating disorder.
and have to get back into keto reboot or whatever. You think that eating red meat every day with butter on it is healthy? Really? And nothing but that? You want steak, have it steak, butter, baked potato, broccoli. What's wrong with that?
Oh, now
Are
she's
you gonna
giving
tell me a baked
now she's
potato is gonna
giving
kill you?
or fries. Now she's giving us our meal plans, y'all. This is not a single portion. Nobody believes you ate only this for dinner. Come on now. We aren't that naive. You think what you eat every day is healthy? Why, after over a month, still no dining table or a better coffee table? No, she does not, Amy. If she had back teeth and loved steak, she'd be 100% keto. Right, Sassy? If Hungry Fat Chick said this about her, she would be, oh yes. Excuse me.
People demonize carbs because of the sugar. But what about the cholesterol and fat, saturated fat in steak and butter? I mean, you're omitting a very important part of your diet, okay? You're removing all pleasure from eating, you know? Baby girl, I gave you enough crabs. You can't have any more.
Well, see, I totally agree, Bella, and that's where I kind of, that's exactly how I feel right now. I feel like you may very well have binge eating disorder, but I feel like at this point, she needs to start on a weight loss journey. And even if that comes before, you know, counseling or whatever, her, like before her actually dealing mentally with the disorder, because I feel like if she does not start something fast, she's not going to be long for this world. And that's extremely sad.
Crabs. I was eating my diet meal lunch yesterday.
She just literally said food is neutral now. Food is pleasure. How is that different than what it's always been?
Nice bun. It must have had egg in the bun or something. She loves eggs. And it was a turkey.
Yes, I totally agree,
burger
Sassy.
with a few wedges.
It's like that saying, you know, you have to eat to live. Don't live to eat.
And she jumped up, and I thought she was just going to stare at me as always. She took the whole bun in her mouth and ran with it. Baby girl, you don't get it. You don't get it. Baby girl.
You know what, Glam? I totally believe in that too. Like little things, I know if I do just little things, I'll start to lose, maybe not rapidly, but like small things. Like instead of having a bowl of cereal, I'll use like one of those like little 8 to 10 ounce like plastic cups, and I'll eat my cereal out of that because it's a smaller portion. But if I'm filling that cup, it looks to me like it's a full portion. You know what I'm saying? Like there's little things she could do, cutting out soda, cutting out the iced tea. Like there's little things she could do to start.
Anyway.
Oh, Dot, I'm sure behind the scenes she makes it miserable for him. She's a toddler. You know, we've called her all this time. We've called her Shan Toddler because she is a toddler, and if she doesn't get her way, you're gonna know.
I mean, you know, so that's my point with that.
I mean, she drinks these sugary drinks.
Man, that's good. And they put so much ice as if they know me or something. Alright, let's try this crab before I banter on more.
And she gets so excited. Like, the iced tea, she's like, the lemon slices. Chantel, it's lemon slices in iced tea. It's not gourmet.
Okay, let's see. What's in here?
Yes, Desiree, I absolutely love like yogurt parfaits, like some yogurt, some, fruit, and like a tiny bit of like granola sprinkled on top. Oh, it's like a dessert.
Legs or what? I love crab, oh my gosh. But I'm kind of sad because
Exactly,
I saw a
Glam.
chef cut one up alive.
Even that would be huge for her. Like that's almost all I drink is lemon water. Thank you so much. Questing handsome as man. All right, let's find it. We could totally use. All right, I'm gonna play her while I look for it.
And I felt really bad for the crab. Even just the shell has so much flavor. Have a few veggies here. So anyway, yesterday's mukbang, for example. I ate until I was full. I had 3 fajitas. That's so tasty.
Ugh, I can't. The chewing has gotten so bad.
Handsomest man, handsomest man. Oh my gosh, he's the handsomest man. I said no one can love me quite like you can. That's because you're the loveliest man. I'm so happy thanks to you. I sleep well at night all because of you. Close my eyes and dream of you, baby, every night until the sky turns blue. Handsomest man, handsomest man. Oh my gosh, he's the handsomest man. I said no one can love me quite like you can. That's because you're the loveliest man. I'm so satisfied because of you. I'll say it with my whole chest that I love you. I turn red like a ripe berry when I look at you. Oh darling, I'm so, so in love with you. Handsomest man, handsomest man. Oh my gosh, he's the handsomest man. I said no one can love me quite like you can. That's because you're the loveliest man. I hope God willing I'll grow with you. I'm in awe of everything that you do, baby, because you make me feel happy with you. Oh my gosh, I'm so in love with you. Handsomest man, handsomest man. Oh my gosh, he's the handsomest man. I said no one can love me quite like you can. That's because you're the loveliest man. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Badusi.
I have 3 fajitas.
Kara, she has nothing to talk to us about. Like these mukbangs are so like boring because she has nothing to talk about. She's either talking about us, the reaction channels, or she's talking about her eating disorder, or she's talking about food. I don't know, Nicole, but we did see him like push her, hand off of him when she went to be, kind of like loving on her stream. He was like, "Nope." His chest so hairy, she no
And some
care.
chips. I didn't even finish the chips. So, how is that?
Same goblin. Like that's like kind of like the way like that's the vibe in our house. Like I'm always doing that, like making songs out of absolutely nothing, just, normal like everyday stuff, and I'll break into song. We do that too, but yeah, I'm not doing it on my channel.
How is that too much? The only thing about crab is it's a pain in the ass. You know what to eat. You have to say, I'm going to allow myself to eat this.
I know, Jarella, and it's not even like she's being polite and chewing her food first before she says it, because like I said, I don't know what the heck she's using for a microphone, if it's just her phone or what, but I swear since she's been in Kuwait, you can hear every single chew. You can hear like, and this is so gross, it makes me want to hurl, but like you can hear the saliva mixing with the food in her mouth. I swear, it is so gross. I don't know what she's done microphone wise, but since she's been in Kuwait, the eating is like unbearable. Yes, like somebody, yes. And her teeth, the constant clicking of her teeth, and oh,
How do I eat this thing? What the heck is this? Oh. You love crabs, huh, baby? Sola would freak out.
I'm sorry.
Here.
They also have a which I have not checked in forever, you guys. Are they even posting on? I haven't checked the couples channel. Maybe we should do that after this. I haven't even checked. But she has a couples channel with her husband where they do stuff. They've gone to like zoos and an aquarium and, you know, the beach and different things. But right now it is summer in Kuwait. So she's looking at like 110, 115 degree weather, and she's covered head to toe, layered in clothing. So basically, like right now, it's probably not even a good idea health wise for her to go outside in the heat. So she does very minimal anymore.
Eat king crab.
This is the closest thing to dental work.
Is it? Anyway, so that's it. I'm gonna keep eating what I want. Some days I'm hungrier than others.
Whew, excuse me.
And that's how it is. Baby girl, I'm giving her all the good meat from inside the knuckle here. This one has too much sauce, baby. Oh, it's so good and sweet. Mm. Mm-hmm. When I come across a nice chunk with no sauce, I'll give it to you, okay, honey?
Amy, I'm
Here.
going to put a link in the chat, which is a really good video to catch up on food, all things foodie. It's by Toad McKinley.
So that's
It's really good. It's called
issue.
A Canadian Horror Story. But that's a really good video to kind of catch up on her.
So I just want to say that I've been watching some weird videos, some interesting videos, and look, I get a lot of hate for everything I do. Baby girl, no, come on. I'm highly controversial in everything I do. Especially what I eat. Everything, everything. So, that being said, one of the big controversies as well is filming in public.
You're welcome, Amy.
I've learned a lot about that. I get it. Private places are not public.
Very
but when you're
good.
out in the public,
Ugh.
if you're leaving your house, and I'm talking about people being filmed on camera.
Ugh.
If you're out in the public, you have to expect that there's a limited amount of privacy that you're going to have. And people out in public filming, you might be caught on their camera. Now again, I know private is different. But let's say you go to a public office, public library, sidewalks, fair game.
I would have too.
So I don't want to hear people saying,
No madness,
you're filming that
thank
poor
you.
person in public, the license
I
plate.
wouldn't call you no madness, probably, huh? But just see.
Legal.
For anyone curious for what
So,
she's about to talk
I was
about, she's been watching
and I
Sovereign
learned this
Citizen
'cause I was
videos. They
watching,
go out of their way to test local
these
law. Oh
auditors.
my gosh. Thank you so much, Badusi.
These, okay, honey, look. Look. She loves crab. I can't help it. Here. Here. Look at this white meat with no sauce. Look.
And then wonder why
No more.
she's in your face when you're eating. I'm allergic to shellfish,
So the First
but
Amendment.
like, I don't like messy food. I don't like to have to work for my food once it's on my table. So like, I don't like chicken wings. I don't like ribs. I don't like stuff that I have to work to eat after it's cooked. I know, Shar.
Basically
And
states
see,
that-
I wouldn't know either, like, what is okay. And you know darn well she did not research. What is okay to give a cat, you know, as far as table scraps and what's not. I don't give my cats any table scraps because of this. I don't want them in my face when I'm eating. Plus, cats have a bad habit of always giving you their butt when they're, you know, loving up to you. And I don't want a cat butt in my face when I'm trying to eat.
You have a right, like, you cannot be prosecuted, sorry. You have freedom of press. Your right to freedom of speech, okay?
Are y'all ready? Because it sounds to me like she's going to drop some big advice. Cat butt. Buttits.
So these auditors, they go around, let's say they go in like a sheriff's office or a city hall, okay? And they always get told, you can't record in here. And the guys are like,
oh my
"Yeah, we
gosh, I
can."
didn't know that. But see, it wouldn't
This
be a
is
problem. It wouldn't be an issue for me not knowing that, Desiree, because I don't give my cats food, right? You know darn well she doesn't check what's okay to give her and what's not.
Public office.
And she literally, I mean, this is half joking but half serious. She's literally passing on her eating disorder to both Harry and Julia.
There's no law that this is a constitutional right, yada yada yada.
Right, Goblin. If the cat wants it, the cat should allow itself to eat it.
No. Okay, enough.
Yeah, she has mentioned NPR, but I haven't seen Harry in a while.
They're always met with the same thing. The cops get called. And the cops usually end up going away because they don't have any reason, lawful reason, to arrest these people. Now you might say, oh, it's petty. Yeah, kinda, but no, I mean, if you're going into a public office and you want to exercise your right, I get that. Honey, why are you annoying me today? Here.
Right, Becca. And that's all she's instilling by doing
Can
this
you
with
please go
her.
away?
Then she's gonna get irritable because the cat's always in the picture frame.
Mm-mm. No. By the way, I can't lock her in another room. She'll pee on my bed.
Oh, nice.
When she's mad at me? That's what you do, don't you?
Ew, cat pee is so horrible.
Girl. Okay, let me see if I can get her some leg meat here. Down. Go. Yeah, I don't want her peeing on my bed. I shut her in when we had company once because some of the company was wearing dish dasha. And she thought it was a toy. Was wearing like, she started going after these people's dish dashas. So,
but Josie, thank you for being a member for 6 months.
So I tried to
Google
put her in the
surveillance
room
citizen.
with the litter box.
She wrong.
And her things. And she peed on my bed. Here. Man, she really loves crab. And people who say, ew, get your disgusting cat off the... Listen, lady. Or man. I love my cat. And I love her more than human beings. So that's not going to happen.
Well, that's what I was saying too, Hobbs. Like, it's not hard and does not take a lot of time to train your animals to not go on your counters or your tables. Like, I think I had to, get mine off of our counters maybe once or twice with our 2 cats. Once they learn, they learn. Cats aren't dumb.
So that's my explanation of everything. So yeah. This is really good, but pain to eat. Okay, no more. Please stop.
Right, Bella.
I know I feed her, it's my fault. Okay, I understand that. I do. I really... Oh, now you're gonna clean yourself, huh? I cannot have seafood and not feed her some.
You know what? I also feel like maybe part of this is to play, on the audience. Like, she thinks cats... Good morning, Jason. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a bit. I feel like she kind of plays it up, because people love cats. Like, we were all attached to her other cats. We all were. She wasn't, but we were. Yes, exactly, Jason.
I love crabs. So these auditors go in, exercise their rights. They usually get in trouble. But they educate the people, like, I'm allowed to be here.
I don't even know what she's talking about at this point.
Yada, yada. You're not getting any more. She's cleaning herself, so I think she's...
I'm sorry, but that's an awful lot of work for a tiny little piece of meat.
Good girl. I like her to have, like, good food, too,
Thank you, Shar. I'm glad you were able to hang out with us this morning. Have a good day.
So good. What is
That's
this,
what I'm saying, Jarella. At this point, I don't even know what she's talking about.
Nicole or something? What is that? Oh well. Anyways.
Yeah, oh well.
Whoa.
Now, I'm such a picky eater as far as, like, if I see something black in my food and I spice or whatever, it's coming out of my food. Like, I'm super picky about... That's why I don't like chicken wings, because I don't like those veiny things in them, and ugh. So, but she's like, what is this? Who cares? I'm gonna eat it anyway.
Okay, I'm bad at eating this, so I feel like... What kind of crab is this? I feel like I should get you guys like a nice piece of meat. It's like brown.
Who guys? Because we're not getting any of that meat. What?
I can't. It's like impossible. They had all different kinds of crab, and they had like...
Me neither, Becca.
Szechuan lobster.
Same, Brandy, yes.
But it was like an arm and a leg, literally. So expensive.
Jason, oh dear. That's about all you can say, right?
Okay. I'm not going to torture you guys anymore.
Ugh. I can't. Ugh.
Did you have a good meal?
On top of it all, we have to hear her suck the meat
guys.
out of there. Oh my gosh.
So thanks for listening to me. Always a pleasure. And I guess that's it for this video. When the hijab unravels, it's time to go.
That pile
All right,
looks
guys.
like
We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
some gross animal food. Oh my gosh, it was so bad, Lilith. No to the sucking. Yes. That one was bad. But it's gotten so bad. Like, when you hear her chewing... I'm going to try... I don't even know if my mic will pick it up. I don't know what kind of mic she's using, but, like, when she's chewing that... Did that make any noise? It's like you can hear the saliva mixing around. Oh, okay, I'm going to spare y'all. All right, I'm going to check on the couples channel before we end. So it's been 2 weeks. It looks like, yep, 2 weeks since there was a couples video. We'll go ahead and watch the last one. I have not watched anything from her on the couples channel. So here we go. Let me put it in here. And we'll end on this one, guys.
I love the plants in our lobby. It's so hot out. Oh my gosh. We're here at Pet Zone to get some top-ups for the pets, so let's go. Hey, buddy. Remember me? He's so cute. Hi.
Right, Christy? I can't figure it out, but it's horrible.
Laser so far?
That's cool, babe.
We did watch this.
What, we need more?
So it's probably been about 2 weeks since I watched the couples channel, and that would be why, because it's been 2
Tray
weeks.
for the wet food and the dry food, plus the water, right? Yeah, I think it's good. So here the wet food, and here the dry food.
Yeah, and she has a water bowl, so.
Okay. And we bring small mouse for Julia.
That's what I was saying, Christy. I would think it would be dangerous, downright dangerous, for her to go outside in that heat with all those layers. Her head, her head has 2 layers on it. She usually has something underneath her long sleeved blouses. Like, I would think that would be dangerous for her.
And now it's Howie turn. Show them, baby, what we got for Howie.
Which, Lilith, would be that's probably amazing if you're a feeder, I mean, they probably love that. But your average audience member's not going to want to hear all that.
Papaya chunks. And his favorite nesting. His favorite bed. They finally have it.
Cool. So how are we gonna be happy?
Yes.
Yalla.
Hi. Hi. Whoa. Hi. They're cute.
That's a great tip, Lisa. I actually was thinking about getting my cats a new bowl, but I think I won't because the cat bowl that they have, it's kind of like a saucer, but I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's not a bowl. It's not like a deep edged bowl where, they have to put their head down in to eat. It kind of, it's more flat. It's not flat completely like a plate, but it's more flat than what a bowl would be. So I'll probably just keep that then. AR, we should let Figgy talk to her when Figgy was in her mood.
A small rabbit, huh?
Yeah, with a long hair.
Why is this video so choppy?
Shirazi rabbit. Wow.
He's grooming her.
Oh, that's cute. That's adorable.
Isn't it cute?
Too much.
Gorgeous mosque.
I wish we had an IKEA. I think we're getting a Costco, but I can't figure out where.
One gorgeous beach.
Okay, Sassy, have a great day. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning.
Hi. Hi.
Yep, where do you want to go back to? Are we inside the pet store?
That's adorable.
Isn't it cute?
Too much.
You know, Chantel, she's a toddler. She has to touch everything. They had sliding doors.
Gorgeous mosque.
Those bunnies were adorable.
One gorgeous beach. Hello. Hi. Hi. Hello. Oh. Hi.
It's so sad that they have so many strays.
Oh.
But didn't somebody say that basically like cats are like not worshipped but held in very high regard there?
She's kitty.
Yeah, she's cute. You hot, honey? We're getting some shade. It's nice. It's nice
Yeah.
in the shade, it's not bad.
Palm tree.
Okay. Hi.
What?
Look at the nice beach.
But you are nicer, babe.
Thanks, handsomest man.
Ugh.
I won't be able to walk very long out here. It's not really evening, but the beach is so nice during the day, so I'm gonna tolerate what I can.
Yeah. Let's go walking, babe.
Look how beautiful. I would live on the beach, but what's the point when she has to dress like that? See, and that's like partially like my
That you're going to have.
What did I just do?
And people out in public filming.
That's
might
partially
be
my
caught with
issue,
their camera.
Amy. Like
Now again,
all
I know
of the
private-
things that used to, you know, bring that out in her, like the quirkiness, the, you know, the fun and all that's gone. Hold on. I somehow got us off of there. But like that, you know, her lighting up at the cats, like those are the things that, you know, used to make her enjoyable, and now not so much. Especially when we know how she is with animals.
I love the palm trees.
Who's there?
Wow.
Nicole. Oh my gosh. Foodie, please do something.
Do you want to say something, baby?
I want to say it's super hot and I'm melting away.
Yeah, it's kind of 40 to 42 Celsius. It's okay, baby. Cute.
Should we give them some water?
Yeah. Why not?
Oh, there is some.
Cool.
That's nice of them.
Right, Jarella, and I mean, she looks so uncomfortable. That's my thing. Like just sitting on her couch, you know, she looks uncomfortable. It's like her chin is resting on her chest is resting on her belly. Like, I mean, wouldn't you want to at least lose enough that you can move around comfortably?
Nice of you, babe.
They are.
Alright guys, after we walk like 20 minutes under the sun, oh my god. So now we're going back home.
Alright.
You tired, babe?
I'm hot.
Oh, but we did a great job, right?
Yes.
It's too hot, guys. Imagine how you walk under the sun, under this heat, in the summer of the July. Hello guys!
Alright, back in the AC. It's nice and cool.
Yeah. It's like recovering.
Yes. Ready to go on with our day.
Good to go.
Let's go.
Yalla.
Aww. So sweet. Excuse me, ma'am.
What are those curtains?
Curtains are destroyed. Look at this. Your bees are...
Okay, so you know how here, like in the States, it's always, everybody always talks about dry heat and humidity. And so is it humid there and that temperature? I would think it would be humid because of the ocean. Good, AR. We need to watch some interrogation videos. And that was it. Maybe that's why they're not putting stuff out on the couples channel, is because of the heat. She can't really go outside. I mean, honestly, I'd be worried for her to go outside in that heat in that many layers. It's dry there. See, I don't understand. How is it dry when there's water? You can discipline your cat. Exactly. It's dry there even with the ocean. Huh. I guess I always assumed that if you were close to water, it would just automatically be... it would just automatically be human. Hush, PR. It's the desert, Danny. There's nothing to do for her. I agree, Irma. I don't think she leaves the house much, and I think that's probably why we're not getting couple vlogs, which is I'm perfectly okay with. I live next to the ocean, and our 40-plus days are dry heat. See, that's so weird to me. It rains a little in winter. Like when we went to Arizona, that was dry heat, and I could understand the dry heat because there's no water. At least where we were, there was like no water. I don't think I could live without water. I'm too used to beaches and boats and all that. It rains a little in winter, but it's a barren desert. Yes, there are bodies of water near, but that is the climate. That and Sala doesn't hang out with her. True PR. It's probably humid where they live. It's like Cali near the beach versus Palm Springs. I live near a lake. We're always more humid than the neighborhood next to us. Interesting, Bella. See, here, our humidity is usually always between 70 and 90%. When we were in Arizona, it was like 8%. See, Jarella, I do not have a science-y mind. You could explain it to me, but I probably still won't remember it or get it. Sydney has beach, but isn't humid. It's not until you get up north that it gets humid. The middle of Australia is desert and is massively humid. It's 111 there now with 14% humidity. Well, at least it's that. But I'm sorry, like now that I have experienced dry heat, yes, there is a definite difference, but it's still miserable at 115 degrees. Whether there's humidity or not, 110, 115 is hot. It's 86 degrees and 52%. Let me see what ours is. Right now, oh, ours is low. It's probably quite nice out right now. We are at 74 degrees and 62% humidity, which 62% humidity is actually low for us. Like I said, we're usually between 70 and 90. July is the least humid month in all of Kuwait. Really? It's not bad out right now. Yeah, it's beautiful, it looks like. I should go over and uh we have property like, well, we don't, my in-laws do, like a mile from our house, and that's where we have like the big huge blueberry patch and stuff. So I should go over there and check on the blueberries today. We had employees in Kuwait and Afghanistan for a while, defense contractors, and they described it as being like Las Vegas dry heat, but hotter. Eesh. Wonder how much longer until I don't know, Irma. She did just say, I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before, she did say I'm going to have to eventually go back to Canada or take a trip back to Canada or whatever. You thought I said blueberry. Here in North Alabama, it's 77% humidity at 84. See, that's more of how, but I'm sure that's not very hot for you, right, Jarella? Doesn't Alabama get really hot? Compared to here, I would say. Like, for us, a hot summer day would be high 80s, low 90s. But we don't ever go usually above like low 90s. Yes, we usually huddle for warmth and cry. If she was able to get another visitor's visa, that would give her until August. Yeah, last year, Bella, we had so many blueberries. We had frozen them. And then I had found a recipe for, you know, like apple crisp. I had found a recipe. It was double blueberry crisp. So it was like basically like the crisp was on the bottom and on the top, so you could like cut it into bars. Oh my gosh, the whole family loved that. That's where all our blueberries went over the winter. And if it's that hot, it's raining. There's rarely, well, you know what I always yesterday I was driving PR and the sky was such a beautiful blue. See, people like you guys that are in like Arizona and Cali and Florida, you know what I mean? It's probably like blue skies is no big deal. But here we get white skies all winter long. The sky is always white in the winter. Very seldom do we get blue skies. And even in the summer, we get blue skies, but it's always cloudy, like not always cloudy, but we usually have clouds in our blue skies. So yesterday was just like a beautiful blue sky, no clouds, no anything. And I was like, oh. All right, guys, I think that is going to be it for me for today. Yeah, I think that's it. I can't think of anything. I can look to see if Cheyenne has one on. Whoop. Might help if you put her whole name in. I think we watched her last one too. Yep, we did. All right, I think that will be it, guys. I feel like there was a channel I wanted just to share with you. Oh, I wanted to tell you, the James Soroka. That's what I just was going to touch on. I don't know where it is he's staying. I don't know if it's a homeless shelter or what. He was live yesterday and I started to record it, but I ended up ending the recording because he was streaming a game and he never spoke. It was just quiet. And I think it's wherever he is, you know, he doesn't have privacy to just talk. But he would once in a while, like put a message into the chat. But if he actually does speak or go live, I will, snag it for us. All right, that's it. I love you guys. I just have to tell you guys once again, and I won't get too sappy, but thank you very, very much for all of your support, guys. I really appreciate you with my health lately and traveling and everything else. I know I've been on and off a lot, but thank you very, very much for sticking by me and, you know, hanging out with me. I love you guys and I appreciate all of you. If you are new here and you enjoyed this stream, please hit the subscribe button and ring that bell so you're notified whenever I have new content. And if you would please hit that thumbs up button, that helps me tremendously in the algorithm, which I need major help with right now. So I will see you guys later. That's my spiel. Do all the YouTube-y things, and I will see you next time. Love you guys. Bye.